Hi there, my name is Richard, and I'm a Rudra Veena student. I study under Madhuvanti Pal in the Vishnupur Gharana style, and today I want to make this video to give a review of Madhuvanti's new album, The Holy Mother. Madhuvanti Pal plays the Rudra Veena, out now through the Sublime Frequencies. It's available through the Sublime Frequencies Bandcamp, where you can purchase both the physical LP and the digital download. You can also listen to the full recordings in it as a sample to take in what you will be getting. At the moment, I do have a small sample going. This is Rag Todi Part 1. That would be Madhuvanti playing a lot. And with that, I'll go into how this album kind of came about, and then a little bit about what you're going to get with this album. So this album's been a little over a year into the making. We had noticed that there were no physical vinyl LPs or just physical media really of a performance of the Rudra Veena performed by a female, as for a good while women were traditionally not allowed to learn the Rudra Veena. But thankfully, through certain musicians, um, that barrier was broken, and Madhuvanti decided to take it up and plays the Rudra Veena. So we said, why not make an album with your music, Madhuvanti? So we started contacting labels, and eventually we were able to contact Sublime Frequencies, who were very interested in the project, and Madhuvanti was very excited to get her music out. However, COVID had slowed some things down, so it took a little while. But eventually, Madhuvanti was able to get the recordings that she wanted and that felt right to her, as you can hear, Todi, and on the second record, Bharavi. And then we worked to put this album out. Madhuvanti, myself, the wonderful team at Sublime Frequencies, as well as my fellow student Jimmy Sadukam and Dr. Caroline Rome and Dr. Barbara Fox. We have beautiful artwork by Dipjoti Banik and some great mastering from, let me just double check on that, audio mastering by Josh Stevenson. And the album layout, this wonderful album layout, was done by Frank Schmidt. My fellow student Jimmy Sadukam, he did the actual editing on the photos, which are really nice. They're very tasteful, and I think I always say album artwork should be able to be dug into. I think there's a lot of meanings you could find out of this beautiful cover of Madhuvanti. You see the full Veena here, her style of Veena that she has designed based on antique Veenas and her guru's designs and many different things. You can always check out my video on Rudra Veena Anatomy, where I explain some of the differences of Madhuvanti's style of Veena, as well as it is discussed within the liner notes of this LP. On the back, we have a close-up of Madhuvanti's fingers playing the Veena, the kind of playing position that would be used with the thumb on the side of the dandy. You see the four main playing strings, the Chikari strings, and then we have the actual rags that are on each LP and what's on what side. Once we take the LP and we open it, we get this. We get copious liner notes. Those were written by Dr. Rome and Dr. Fox, Madhuvanti students, both studying the Rudra Veena. We have this wonderful photo of Madhuvanti, this beautiful photo of Madhuvanti sitting with her Rudra Veena. And these liner notes go over a lot of different subjects. We have introduction to Dhrupad. What is a Gharana? What is Dagarbani and Vishnupur? A brief history of the Rudra Veena. The construction of the Rudra Veena. Why is this a historic album? The first vinyl album of a woman playing Rudra Veena. about the recordings, these specific recordings, that Madhuvanti has actually recorded in her own apartment herself in order to get the most authentic sound of sitting there listening to an artist play the Rudra Veena. Once you have this and you are playing it on a beautiful sound system, you will literally feel like you are in the room with Madhuvanti. I've experienced that several times as I'm still trying to work my way to get to India to study with her in person. So then you have a little bit about Bhairavi and Todi. You have a description of Alap, Jor, and Jala, as Madhuvanti plays many different stages of each. There are several different stages within Alap, and this will describe all of them. Then we have a description of Madhuvanti herself, a little biography. And then we have an acknowledgement section that was written by Madhuvanti herself, acknowledging the people who were able to make this album possible, her students, myself included, Dr. Rome, Dr. Fox. Of course, you have thanks to her guru, Vindushi Mittanag, and as well as her other gurus that she has learned from. And thanks to the label, we have the credits, the audio mastering by Josh Stevenson, photography by Dipjoti Banek, photo editor Jimmy Sudukam, album layout Frank Schmidt. Sorry, reading in front of a camera, kinda woo. So, you really get a lot with this album, and it's a full package. You get over an hour's worth of music that you can sit and really enjoy. Sometimes I like to imagine that I'm like a college student in the 60s or something getting their first Ravi Shankar album, sitting in a darkened room with some incense and just playing it on repeat, really discovering a new beautiful type of music and way of playing. This, because the way Madhuvanti plays is very unique to herself, and I can certainly say will not be heard on any other album. This album is singular to itself. It won't sound necessarily like any other Rudra Veena album that is out there and that you may have heard. And we're also very proud of her. She's worked very hard to get to this level, and I'm thankful for the part that I could play. I'm so thankful for my fellow students and everyone who's had a part in producing this wonderful LP and bringing this album to life and available to the public. Hopefully, we hope to produce a lot more Rudra Veena albums. We're currently talking to a few other labels and working on creating a label ourselves, Veena Cat Records. So we really hope that you will give this album a listen. Check out Madhuvanti's website. Check out the Sublime Frequencies website. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask, you can always contact myself, or there is a way to contact Madhuvanti through her website. She does teach. You'll have to see if she has any available open spots, because she tries to keep everything very, very small and to each individual student, but she's always happy to give what she can. So, as I said, please check out this new album. It's absolutely fantastic. I think you'll really get a lot of enjoyment out of it for years to come. I've listened to it many times already, and I still hear new things every single time I listen to it. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful day or evening. Just in general, everyone be nice to everyone. Take it easy. Don't stress. Peace.